Welcome to this episode of WiseManMeant. In this video, we are going to explain 10 Confucius quotes on love. If this video helped you understand these life-changing quotes, please like, subscribe, share, and more important, apply them to your life. If you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? What is love if not the absence of any other emotion besides it? Love is complete in itself. The truest forms indeed are. Love is where the power of the heart overtakes all other emotions. The heart speaks for itself in every matter, from a place of high regard, adoration, and affection. Love is whole. But is all love complete and without any conflicting emotions? Do we feel love for everyone in its truest sense? How would we know that the strong emotions of adoration and regard we hold for someone equate to love? The answers lie within a man's heart. If he seeks within himself, within his heart, and asks his heart about the object of their affection, and if the heart answers in all certainty with no fear and doubt, then it isn't adoration or admiration, it is love. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. In an ideal world, we would be able to sit at home, enjoy our lives with our families, and go about our day as we pleased. We would have no limitations whatsoever in what we could or could not do. Money would never be an issue. Is the world ideal? Unfortunately, it's not. The world revolves around money, and the fact of the matter does not change, no matter what we would have liked. Men have to work to get by, and there's no getting around that. However, work should not be enslaved. It should not be draining on your physical and mental well-being. Work should be what you're passionate about. That is what motivates you to get up and go every morning. Money and jobs are a necessity, but so is love. All three can accompany one another, and men should never have to settle for anything less. To love a thing means wanting it to live. How would you know you're in love? You want what you love to live on. A man who is truly in love would want the object of their adoration to live for a century, or as long as he should breathe, to be able to adore and admire it every single day. A man in love holds his love above all else, that is, even above himself. To truly immerse yourself in love, you must wish for what you love to surpass the odds, and you must work hard to give it life so it can live on for 100 more years. Can there be a love which does not make demands on its objects? Can love truly be selfless? While many would argue that love by virtue of its very being must be selfless, another could argue that a man truly in love would have but one thing to ask of his lover, and that is to love him back. True love is not the same as jilted love. True love is love that is magnified by mutual adoration and admiration. A man who is wholly in love would ask for the same amount of effort and participation from his lover. Love is selfless in several ways, but it is not entirely free of demands. It is, however, free from unreasonable and nonsensical ones. To be loved back is a reasonable thing to ask. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. What is love if not adoration? But is adoration a top priority in maintaining that love? Adoration merely insinuates the love that comes, but it is maintained by faithfulness and sincerity. For feelings of adoration to prosper into love, and for that love to work its way onto becoming true love, men must hold sincerity and faithfulness in high regard. In fact, they must cling onto them as their first principles. Everything else fades with time. The youth, the energy, and whatever time takes from us. But time also gives us the opportunity to prove our devotion. That is what it takes to have a love so strong it is remembered for decades. It is easy to hate and difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. Love is the world's most powerful emotion, second only to hate. Hate is the world's fastest emotion, and love is the world's most time-consuming one. Between hating and loving, man gives hate precedent because it comes quicker. A man who hates builds up on anger and then works his way onto resentment. The man is motivated by hate that their need for destruction takes precedence over all else. But that is a limitation that all good men must work to overcome. The entire scheme of things, the way the world works, revolves around working hard for what is seemingly difficult and not allowing any limitations such as hate to consume them on the way. Wherever you go, go with all of your heart. Say you had a map that leads to a treasure hidden far and deep within the earth. You've taken it upon yourself to uncover this treasure and succeed. What would you bring with you on the journey? Food runs out, money dries up, and conditions change. But what is the one thing that must remain in order to reach the treasure? Your heart. Navigating through life is the same as navigating for treasure. Everyone is in pursuit of happiness, success, and satisfaction. To achieve the treasure that is hidden and buried deep within, man must take his heart along on the journey. That is, complete love for those around him, love for himself, and love for what he is yet to achieve. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Everything in this world is beautiful to someone, but not everyone is able to see those things through rose-tinted lenses. The man who sees something as beautiful today might not have seen it as such yesterday. What changed between now and then? Love. Love is an emotion that requires you to give yourself wholly to it. That is, to dedicate your time and energy into falling in love and allowing yourself the space to work on bettering yourself for whom you love. Everything holds beauty, but the man in love will be able to see that in all its glory. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. Nothing in life is handed to us on a silver platter with our names engraved upon it. To simplify, we are not owed anything. In spite of what we believe and what we feel is fair compensation for what we want, there are methods and ways of achieving what we regard as being highly priced and precious. When you're in love, you view something as the most beautiful, the most beloved, and the most renowned. But love does not come easy. It has to be earned and worked for. Not all trials lead to fruition. Some fail and some set us back. However, what matters is that we rise up in spite of the odds that are stacked against us and work for what we love. One joy dispels 100 cares. When a man is successful in love, he is overcome with joy and emotions that cannot be matched or comprehended in any other terms. A man who is successful in finding love is a man without care. The only way to rid yourself of worry is to find joy, and the best way to find joy is to find love. Love is hard work and effort no less, but it is also finding happiness and joy which places precedent over care. Man seeks to maintain himself for the one he loves, and what would have otherwise been a care now becomes a conscious effort to keep the love growing. Love is not the absence of conscious emotions or a dystopian interdimension. It is having feelings that motivate and encourage us to do better. It is not that a man in love does not care, but now he refuses to view it with negative connotations. We hope you have enjoyed and learned from this episode of WiseManMeant. If so, please leave in the comments below which quote explanation you liked most. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified when we release a new episode.